Hi and welcome to this new small episode of Continuum Gaming about how to set up your controllers and your input devices with your smartphone, like for example in this case the Lumia 950 XL. Joshua asked me to do that, and because of that I wanted to show you a little bit the walkthrough. It is really quite simple more or less, but just to show you how it is done, I will show it to you now. Okay, so first off, let's activate our smartphone. For that I have to bring it out of my area here, because I have to put it out of sleep mode, of course. And now you can see here's our smartphone for that. And the first thing we have to do is we have to go to our Bluetooth connection, secure that it is on. So have a look at that. Now click long on the button there, and now you see we have the connected devices. Of course there's my Ionic, for example, which is connected with my smartphone at the moment. But in general, the normal way would be that all these devices are already listed here. I of course got rid of them and deleted them from this list to show you how the connection process is here. Okay, so the first thing I want to connect is, for example, the Arc mouse at this point. For that I have to activate it, of course. And as you may see, there is a little small indicator that it's on now. And of course at the back you can see it too. And what you can see with the Arc mouse, for example, is that there is a button for Bluetooth connection at this point. And you have to activate that. So click on it and hold it for a little bit of a time. It will take a little. And if you, for example, get this indication there, it should now be in the right way. Let's see. In theory you can see it at this point. If this is blinking or something, then it's on. I didn't get it right now. You have to put this one in with your fingernail, for example. I think it's on, we will see. And now just go to the button at your smartphone at this point, click on the plus button, go to Bluetooth connection and wait for it to come up. Okay, the Xbox One S wireless controller is already there. This one isn't, so we have to really click on the button here. Yeah, now it's on. It has to blink like that. Sorry for that. And after that you will see that the Arc mouse is now available. So click on that. And there's nothing else to do with the mouse. It's already connected then. Just hit ready and everything is okay. And as we scroll down, we can see there is now a mouse connected to that. And if I, for example, move my mouse now, as you can see, even on the display of the touch of the device here, we can see there is a mouse pointer. I can use this now. So this one is connected at this point. So let's go to our foldable keyboard next. So the foldable keyboard has to be opened, of course, too. And now you should click on this button to choose the right Windows OS system, so that the operation system is really Windows and not trying to connect, for example, to an iPad or whatever. And after that, you have to click and hold this button at this point. So here are two buttons for devices. You can use both of them or one of them, it doesn't matter, and attach or connect with that one to your smartphone, for example. So if you want to access your smartphone with this keyboard and something else, just put your smartphone on one and, for example, the Surface or whatever you want to use with this keyboard too on the second one. But I want the smartphone to be connected with it, so I press this button and I will hold it for a longer time. If it's blinking, everything is fine. Again, be sure that the right system is selected there. And after that, go to your smartphone again, like this. Click on the add button, go to Bluetooth, wait a little, and there we have the universal folder keyboard, which is available there. With the keyboard, you are prompted to give in on the keyboard a number to connect with it. So just go to your keyboard, and as you can see, this is a number that will be generated with each and every every connection try with a new number. So just do that and hit enter after that. And the device will connect then. The Lumia 950 XL will see that it is connected and that the pin you put in here with the keyboard is the right one, and after that you are connected. Hit OK. And now you can see we have the ARC mouse and the universal keyboard mouse connected now with this device. So those are done. And now let's have a look at our Xbox One S wireless controller here. And this one is more or less the same. So there is a button you have to click on, press on it. That's this button. But first activate it. So holding this for a small time will activate the Xbox One S wireless controller. You may have to press it for maybe 3 seconds or something like that. Doesn't know exactly, but in general that should do it. And after that, click on or hold this button till the frequency of the LED blinking here is changing. And if it changed, go again to your Bluetooth connection here, click on that, wait a little, there is your Xbox One S wireless controller, click on that, wait a little. This may take a little bit longer, but still did go quite fast. As you can see, if the light is no longer blinking at this point, everything is fine and now you are connected to it. And yeah, that is more or less what you have to do there. If you want to use one of the devices here in future and you have, for example, shut this one down, just click on that button, hold it for longer, and it should go up and be ready again. If for some reason or the other that doesn't work, for example, if you use the Xbox One S wireless controller with another device in between, you have to reconnect it like we did at the moment here. And in general, you should get rid of all the stuff that is in here. For example, if you already have an Xbox wireless controller listed here, but it's not the one, or it's the one of this one, but you did a connection in between there, then you have to delete this one. So just click on it then, and there is get rid of the device, and that should do it. And that's more or less how I set up my Xbox One S wireless controller. Nothing really special about it. Of course, we have to put in batteries here and stuff like that, but this is more or less what I have to do for that. Yeah, and now all you have to do is to activate your TV in some kind of way. For instance, with your remote control. You may need to switch to your channel where the smartphone will be connected to it. It depends on which connection you're using. I'm using the HDMI 3 adapter from my smartphone here. So there's an HDMI cable I attached at the back of my display dock, which is this device here. And as you can see here, I will get it out. This is just the HDMI cable I put into the display adapter, which has this different ports there, and just put it in. And of course, it's connected to the TV itself too. After that, there is of course this cable. This cable is just for powering this little display dock here, so you can ignore that, but it's there of course. And if you have done that, you just go to get your smartphone, of course. Now you take that. You don't have to do anything for it to work, of course. Just put in your USB-C cable at this point, like I will do now. And after that, it should activate automatically this new modus. And as you can see, we have the display activated here. And there is this little blue bar you have to click on if you want, for example, to use a touchpad with it to create that kind of stuff. And after that, there's really nothing more to do. So you have the Xbox One S wireless controller connected here. You have, for example, some other kind of device connected with it, for example, the ARC mouse or whatever, doesn't matter. And after that, you just go to your games you want to play. For example, in the newest episode, we have this new cool game which really works pretty well with the Xbox One wireless controller. Like it's called Space marshals at this point, so I click on that, wait a little bit until it is loaded up, and after it loaded, for some games it's important that you already connected the Xbox One S wireless controller before you start the game. That's maybe something you need to know. But in the end, that's more or less all you have to do here. For others, it's not important, or there are occasional games which like it when the Xbox One S wireless controller is started, when the game already has started. You will see it. But it really doesn't matter. If for example you tried it out, it doesn't work at the first moment, just shut it down by pressing this button and reactivating the Xbox One wireless controller afterwards. And now if I press A, for example, you can see it's already connected here and it does what it should do. And of course, like that, it's telling me a lot about where to click and stuff like that. But now I can use it, for example, to move in different ways, do different things here, and that is more or less how this is done and how the connection is established and how it is working. And after that, just shut down your game. You don't have to think about anything here. You can just, if you are ready to go and you want to shut everything off, you just press this button for a longer time till it's no longer lightened up. Takes maybe 3 seconds or 5 seconds or something like that. Now it's off, and it's just for saving your battery life, of course. And after that, you just take your Foldable keyboard, for example, put it together. It's off now, and after that, you just bring this in this state I'm always talking about. So now it's off too, and after that, you don't have to I don't know, set something up or whatever. You just pull out the cable now. You can go to the Windows Start menu, and now you are off and ready to go, and everything should be fine. And yeah, of course you have to shut down your TV too if you want. Yeah, and this is more or less how it's done. What is about this, and it's really easy and quite common, and there really is nothing I can tell you about it which is very complicated or something. It's really just a very simple process, and that's why it's so cool and why it's really a nice thing to have and use here. So I hope you learned something, or at least you got some kind of information about that. I hope you had fun with it, and yeah, see you soon. Hope to see you in the comment section, of course, and thanks for asking your question, Joshua. I hope I could help you with this little video. Have a nice day. See you.